What's up everyone, welcome back to BY channel. Okay, on this episode we will talk another progression system about Divinity, because at the first glance it looks confusing because there are 3 different Divinities that we got from RX Global, and also 3 different grades, and also of course different stats. So in this episode I'm going to explain which one you need to prioritize and you need to know, so you don't really need to waste your resources. Let's get started. Okay, so take a look on Spear Divinity. On Spear Divinity, the base stat or base attribute is max HP. The better quality, the higher max HP. And for the substat for Spear, for DPS, I think the most important thing that you need to aim is the base stat. So if you play Ranger, you can aim for Dex. If you play Shura or another STR job, you can aim for the flat stat job STR, and also the percentage, you can also aim for the percentage. For race, you can aim for demi-human for PvP, and for other race, it depends on you which MVP minis that you hunt for. So if you ask me, should I always use orange? The answer is not necessary, because I think for early game, you can go for better roll stats on purple or blue instead of orange. Try to use 3 decent stats on blue. So for example, here, my blue is not really good, but on early game or early stats, for my blue spear, I get the demi-human and also STR. I try to roll for purple, because I used to play sniper or ranger. Here I got the increased dex, so I used to use this purple Divinity before I get my orange. Because now I play Shura, so the STR and STR flat and STR percent is really good for me already, so I don't really plan to change my Spear Divinity. Let's take a look on Hammer. On Thunderous Hammer, the basic attribute is PDEF and MDEF. But here I still don't have a good or decent substat for my hammer, so I'm still looking for a better stats. On hammer, I try to aim for P-pen flat and also final P-pen, and other thing I don't really sure, because as long as I got the 2 basic or decent stat on hammer, so I don't think I will need to roll much more. Here I do have a orange, but the stat is kinda bad, so I don't really plan to level it up anymore, since to level up the XP is gonna be so high, so I'm saving my resource and try to get a better stat for my hammer. And the third Divinity is the Godslayer. The basic stat or the basic attribute is the physical attack and a magic attack. Here I do have a orange Divinity for Godslayer, but the stats is not a decent enough, so I try to or plan to get a purple soon, maybe for the Godslayer. For purple or Godslayer, I try to aim for PvP, because the Godslayer is focused on PvP more, so probably PvP final P damage, and maybe some magic defense or physical defense too. For support, you can aim for PvP debuff, and also you can also aim for PvP debuff resistant or PvP debuff duration. So for Godslayer, I think if you do have a orange box, you can try your luck and try to get a better quality or better stats for your Godslayer. Resource management. Since we get limited XP from loot chests, so I think for blue Divinities, you can try to level it up to level 4 and see how it goes before move on. Here for example, I got the flat P-pen. Even though it's a white, I will try to level it up to see how it goes. So I tried to get to level 4, but the stat is not really satisfying, so I will just move on. For purple and orange, try to aim at least 1 stat that you need, either is a blue or purple rarity, before level it up. In short, don't always look at the color. A perfectly rolled blue or purple can actually be better than a poorly rolled orange depending on the stats. So I think if you really aim for a boost on the early stage, using blue or purple is still a decent enough. For free-to-play players, don't rush. Divinity is a long-term progression, so upgrade slowly and save your resources. Use good or purple divinities until you eventually get a strong orange version. Probably for spenders, you will chase for orange with the best possible stat combination. But remember, the correct start are usually much more valuable than simply having a higher rarity. So my final verdict for Divinity is, if you are a PvE player, you can chase for orange spear, since the flash effect is increase the damage against all monster and MVP minis by 30%. It's a really OP Divinity flash for PvE. For PvP player, you can focus your orange divinities on Godslayer, since the flash effects is too good to be true. Reduce the damage taken by 60% and also increase your PvP final P damage bonus and PvP final M damage bonus by 80%. While chasing the Godslayer flash, you can also roll for a better stat for your PvP. Either PvP damage bonus and also PvP final M damage bonus depending on your character. For PvE player, you also at least on Godslayer get the final P damage bonus substat here on Godslayer before you focus more on your spear. So that's it for today's episode. I hope this guide gives you much clearer understanding of the new Divinity system and help you figure out which stats you should prioritize for your class and playstyle. Remember, don't just chase the highest rarity, focus on the stats that actually benefit your build. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future Ragnarok X global guides. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye bye.